Hello, everybody. Welcome to the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster, where I bring you crypto news, insights, and analysis from around the world in crypto and blockchain. This is your host, Jamil Hasan, the Crypto Hipster. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 3, show number 23 for the work week of January 16 through January 20, which is today. And we got some really exciting things going on today. And we're going to kick it off with a major event that's happening, and that is this Genesis crypto lender. Genesis has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Crypto lender Genesis is the latest to fall. The cryptocurrency lender has filed for Chapter 11 in the Southern District of New York. The firm has estimated liabilities of $1 billion to $10 billion and assets in the same range, according to the January 19 filing yesterday. Earlier reports claimed the company had been considering filing for bankruptcy protection if it was unable to raise capital to stem its liquidity crisis. In a January 19 press release, Genesis said it had been engaged in discussions with its advisors to its creditors and corporate parent Digital Currency Group to evaluate the most effective path to preserve assets and to move the business forward. Genesis now has commenced this bankruptcy restructuring process. The plan sees it contemplating a dual-track process, pursuing a sale, capital raise, and an equitization transaction that would apparently enable the business to emerge under new ownership. That is a big deal. So, the restructuring process will be led by an independent special committee of the company's board of directors. And Gemini co-founder Cameron Winklevoss tweeted, "The bankruptcy is a crucial step toward Gemini users being able to recover their assets," but claimed DCG and its CEO, Barry Silbert, continue to refuse to offer creditors a fair deal and threaten to file a lawsuit unless Barry and DCG come to their senses. Mr. Winklevoss, I wish you the best. Yeah, good luck with that one. But I just see your users prevail, and see what happens here. In getting their return money, because I know what that's like, and losing your money really, really, really is uncool. It's uncool. So let's talk about the next thing, the next big thing that happened overnight, and that is this. There's a drive-by. At SBF's at Sam Bankman-Fried's. 3 men drove into a barricade and fled. 3 men drove their car into the metal barricade outside Sam Bankman-Fried's parents' home, where he is under house arrest. In a filing to the federal court, the lawyers for the former FTX CEO said the 3 men got out of the car after hitting the barricade and told a security guard guarding the home, "You won't be able to stop us." The unidentified trio were then able to drive away before security guards could record the car's license plate. Wow. I've heard people losing their crypto in a boating accident, and now, people think that they can recover crypto by crashing their car into a barricade, to a metal barricade. Ladies and gentlemen, crypto doesn't fall out of the sky. So what's your, let me know your thoughts. What's your most creative way you've lost some Bitcoin? Was it driving into a barricade? Was it a boating accident? Was it cliff diving off the Alps? So which way did you lose your crypto? Let me know your thoughts. Okay, so that's that one. Well, interesting. Okay, but we're going to stick with FTX, right? And we're going to say, this is a big deal, actually. That was kind of hilarious. Not really, if you're his parents, but for everybody else, it's hilarious. Here we go. Former FTX chief lawyer claims U.S. legal counsel channeled business to SNC. S&C is Sullivan and Cromwell, a law firm. A former chief lawyer for FTX has accused the company's U.S. general counsel of channeling business to Sullivan and Cromwell, the firm currently serving FTX as bankruptcy counsel. I think I remember this word I can pronounce. It's conflict. Yeah, conflict. Daniel Friedberg, who was the chief regulatory officer of FTX until he resigned on November 8, made the allegations as part of a January 19 court filing. In the declaration, Friedberg alleges that FTX U.S. lead counsel Ryan Miller, who was a former partner at Sullivan and Cromwell, channeled business toward his former law firm across numerous cases. Friedberg stated, Mr. Miller informed me that it was very important for him personally to channel a lot of business to S&C as he wanted to return there as a partner after his stint at the debtors. You know where you can return? You can return to the communal shower in prison. Actually, you know what? Not yet. He's innocent until proven guilty. A lawyer and former chief of the Securities Exchange Commission of the Internet Enforcement, John Reed Stark, highlighted the magnitude of this allegation in a tweet. Tomorrow is a hearing before FTX bankruptcy judge John Dorsey read the engagement of Sullivan and Cromwell. If this declaration is true, I cannot imagine any circumstance where FTX trustee would be allowed to engage Sullivan and Cromwell for any purpose. See, there's a difference there between mistakes and purposeful mistakes. So, which one was it? I don't know. That's up to people to find out. And that person isn't me. So, let me know your thoughts. And let's go to something else that happened this week. On Wednesday, I'm sitting there. I'm like, the market's going up. Everything's looking great. And then a little later in the morning, the Department of Justice has a major announcement about a cryptocurrency sting operation, whatever it was. They're going to talk about in an hour, and the market starts plummeting. They said, "Oh, this Bitsolotto, which was a Chinese national in Russia, we've suspended their activity." So FinCEN placed the bigger thing here is FinCEN placed Binance next to the darknet market Hydra as a major counterparty receiving Bitcoin from Bitsolotto. Okay, the United States Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, a bureau of the Treasury Department, has argued that Binance is linked to the illegal cryptocurrency platform Bitsolotto. In an order published on January 18, FinCEN stated that Binance cryptocurrency exchange was among the top 3 receiving counterparties of Bitsolotto in terms of Bitcoin transactions. According to the authority, Binance was among the biggest counterparties that received Bitcoin from Bitsolotto between May 18, 2018 and September 2022. Other counterparties included Russia-connected darknet market Hydra and the alleged Russian-based Ponzi scheme known as Finico. On the other hand, FinCEN did not mention Binance as the top 3 sending counterparties in the order. According to the document, the biggest Bitcoin senders to Bitsolotto were Hydra, Finland-based exchange Local Bitcoins, and Finico. Big difference between receiving and sending. Big difference between FinCEN getting records right and FinCEN getting records wrong. My name is in the OFAC list. If you go and you look, Jamil Hasan is in the OFAC list with FinCEN. According to FinCEN, I am a 70-year-old former Syrian Air Force warlord. I've never been to Syria. I'm not an Air Force. I can't ride a plane. I'm not a warlord. Yet for the past 5 years, my bank account's been frequently suspended because my name is on that list because FinCEN can't get it right. So, get your records right. But the other thing is that the market tanked 7%, and it really didn't need to. So really need to stop being scared of errors by the government and get on along with our day and let me know your thoughts about that, because my thoughts are pretty well known that, you got to get your stuff right. So let's talk about a couple other things. Okay. There's a study by eToro where crypto becomes the second most widely owned asset class for women. Okay. While traditional asset classes fail to foster broader adoption among women, crypto seems to have found success in bringing women on board, according to the recent eToro survey. Okay. It's now the second most widely asset class for women, second only to cash. This comes from eToro's latest retail investor beat, which surveyed around 10,000 global retail investors in 13 countries. According to the survey results, there is a significant rise in crypto ownership among women. And that data shows that it's gone up from 29% during the third quarter of 2022 to 34% last quarter. So that's an increase of 5%. And according to eToro team, crypto is succeeding where traditional financial markets have sometimes failed. Yes, which is by bringing in more women, but I would just remove that sometimes word and let me know your thoughts on that. Okay, so that was one piece of news in the U.S. and there's one more, and it is talking about film festivals here. Sundance Film Festival embraces blockchain and crypto film initiatives, and this year the Slam Dance Film Festival, an Oscar accredited film festival for indie filmmakers. Thought it was Sundance. Slam Dance. I used to slam dance back in the clubs in the 90s. You didn't see it, but if you did, I would ask you for your thoughts. The festival will see the premiere of the new film Fuzzyhead, which received its funding through blockchain-powered crowdfunding platform Untold.io. Ali Aksu, the CEO of Untold.io, said that Fuzzyhead people could use blockchain technology to democratize their financing process and open up investment opportunities to accredited and unaccredited investors. That's awesome. I've always wanted to be a film producer, never been able to break into Hollywood. Now, through decentralization, I can be a film producer. And if you want to be a film producer, you could be a film producer too. And making independent films is awesome. And I hope everybody does it. And just don't, yeah. So let's get out of the U.S. Let's just go to Europe. World Economic Forum. Actually, it's a statement by a South African Reserve Bank, but it's at Davos at the World Economic Forum this week, which was in Switzerland. So, according to the South African Reserve Bank governor, CBDC, central bank digital currencies, need to find a real problem to solve. And I agree. South African Reserve Bank Governor Lasita Kanyago, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, Lasita, highlighted issues around introduction of central bank digital currencies at the World Economic Forum. In a World Economic Forum panel discussion dubbed "In the Face of Fragility, Central Bank Digital Currencies," Kanyago voiced his opinions about CBDCs and questioned if there's a real problem to be solved by this new technology. Here's the problem. All of your fiat currencies are deflationary, and they devalued over time. So from an investment perspective, why am I going to buy something that deflates instead of something that inflates, like Bitcoin? Of course, if you have a central bank digital currency, you can't lose your money either. So it protects you on the downside because you're always linked to a fiat. But, the central bank governor also highlighted that the countries that are researching and looking to introduce CBDCs highlighted several reasons for the implementation that include the modernization of the central bank. We went the elimination of the central bank, making national payment systems more efficient. Litecoin and others do that. Dealing with domestic market failure. Well, everybody's doing that horribly. And strong financial inclusions. Wall Street's running scared. However, the government official raised the question of demand. Said there has to be a national conversion before introducing CBDCs, national conversation before introducing CBDCs. He argued that before introducing this to the public, Central banks should make sure that people actually want to use it. The people do not want to use it. The central bank wants people to use it. The people want something that benefits the people to use. So you guys need to get in touch. All right, let's talk about the Bank of England, because they might be sensible over there. Seems like the central bank governors are not so sensible. So the central bank governor, Bank of England governor, questions the need for a digital pound. And that goes back into the conversation we just had. The bank, is there a need for a digital pound, digital whatever? Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey highlighted that the UK already has a wholesome settlement system with a major upgrade. Okay, let's talk about your upgrade, sir. He says he expressed skepticism on the need for a digital pound shortly after finance ministers from the Eurozone countries backed further work on a digital euro. It's not needed. Use Ethereum. The Bank of Governor recently questioned the need for a wholesale central bank digital currency, citing that there's already a wholesale central bank money settlement system with a major upgrade. I just said that. So did he. Bailey expressed there's no plans to abolish cash regarding retail use. The Bank of England governor does not believe that retail payments need to change at the moment. Okay, don't change them then. I'll keep using Litecoin and Bitcoin. Fine. Let's go somewhere else. Guys, get with the times. You're old. Because come up with something new. All right, so let's go to Asia and let's talk again about China and again about central bank digital currencies, fiat. Okay, all right. So, Chinese central bank to expand deployment of CNY. Okay, so according to China's national state institution, Xinhua News Agency, the head of monetary policy at the People's Bank of China announced that the country would be expanding the number of digital yuan test sites in the country from 11 to 23. They are spread out across 15 out of 31 Chinese provinces and autonomous regions. The PBOC is Chinese central bank and is responsible for the development of the yuan, central bank digital currency. During a press conference, Zhu praised the success of a recent rollout. There you go with your central bank digital currencies again. And do you really need them? Maybe China does. But let me know your thoughts. And let's go to Japan. Okay. So Japanese regulators want crypto treated like traditional banks. Oh, this should be fun. Okay. So Mamoru Yanase said crypto needs the same safeguards as financial institutions and banks. Financial regulators in Japan have urged global regulators to treat crypto the same way as they do banking, calling for tougher rules for the sector. According to the Deputy Director General of the Financial Services Agency's Strategy Development and Management Bureau, crypto needs to be controlled. Okay. If you'd like to implement effective regulation, you have to do the same as you regulate and supervise traditional institutions, he said. The problem, every currency is native to its country. Well, not every, but a lot of them are. US dollar, Japanese yen, euros not, of course, or its region. Bitcoin is global. Everything's global. So all these countries trying to implement their own rules on a global phenomenon that they don't understand fully. Where's this headed? Where's it all headed? Let me know your thoughts. And that is Japan. And let's get out of Japan. Okay, we're gonna go to Thailand. Okay, SEC of Thailand offers cryptocurrency provider rules. SEC of Thailand, the Thai securities regulator, now requires crypto custodians to have a contingency plan in case of unforeseen events. The SEC of Thailand is working to better protect cryptocurrency investors by introducing new rules for crypto custody services. The SEC issued regulations requiring VASP providers to establish digital wallet management systems to guarantee efficient custody. The new rules target crypto custodians or VASPs that provide crypto storage services. Yes. And the regulations include three major requirements, including provision of policy and guidelines for overseeing the risk management of digital wallets and private keys. The rules require VASPs to communicate with regulators regarding such policies and provide action plans to ensure compliance. Okay, let's keep an eye on what Thailand is doing because they didn't say CBDCs, they said they're regulating wallets. So let's go. And the next place we're going to go is Russia and Iran. Okay, Russia and yeah, that sounds like a gruesome duo. Iran and Russia want to issue new stablecoins backed by gold. Okay, the potential stablecoin aims to enable cross-border transactions instead of fiat currencies like the U.S. dollar, the Russian ruble, or the Iranian rial. The Central Bank of Iran is reportedly cooperating with the Russian government to jointly issue a new cryptocurrency backed by gold. According to Russia, the token of a Persian Gulf region would serve as payment method for foreign trade. The token is projected to be issued in the form of a stablecoin backed by gold and enable cross-border transactions instead of fiat currencies. We said that already. I'm duplicating myself. The report notes that potential cryptocurrency would operate in a special economic zone in Astrakhan, where Russia started to accept Iranian cargo shipments. All right, so now you're thinking about backing it by gold. Okay, gold doesn't depreciate and devalue like fiat, so that may be a good idea to include some kind of commodity. And let's go. Let's see what happens. Not that I'm going to be involved in that. It's Russia and Iran. I'm in the U.S., so I can't be involved, but I can follow it, and I can help you follow it too. Now, we'll close out. We're not in a geographic, but in a meme coin way today. So, Shiba Inu traders are in FOMO mode with the Shibarium launch. Shiba Inu is hoping to become more than just a Dogecoin. Oh, my next article is about Dogecoin. So, inspired meme coin as it comes closer to launching its layer 2 network called Shibarium. Meanwhile, Shiba Inu token has emerged as one of the best performers so far in 2023. We're all doing well until that Bits Lasso thing. So the gains, so they're reportedly a layer 2 network that would run atop of the Ethereum blockchain mainnet. It would enable developers to build and launch decentralized applications while aiming for lower transactional costs and improved network scalability. And so they're building that, and that's pretty cool. And we'll see how that works. And then, like I said, we're going to finish with Dogecoin. Dogecoin carbon emissions are down by 25% following Elon Musk collaboration. Research shows that Dogecoin was the only meme coin to proactively reduce its carbon footprint in 2022, a key metric for mainstream adoption, by 25% in 1 year, thanks to the intervention of developers and Tesla CEO Elon Musk. One of the main reasons why Musk backtracked on accepting Bitcoin payments for Tesla was high carbon emissions. At the time, he believed that Dogecoin, even though it was created as a silly joke, was better suited for transactions. What is better suited for transactions, Bitcoin or Dogecoin? Let me know your thoughts. The benefit of Dogecoin, and a lot of people don't know this, well, he says, owing to proactive efforts, Dogecoin saw a 25% decrease in its annual carbon dioxide emissions and produced a lot less than 2021. 1,423 tons in 2021, 1,063 in 2022, a reduction of 360 tons. So Dogecoin is a merged mine with Litecoin, and it helps Litecoin with its speed of transactions, with hash, all that stuff. So because the merge mining makes both more efficient, and because of that efficiency, that also helps with carbon dioxide. So there's a dual benefit there with Dogecoin and Litecoin. And let me know your thoughts. So this has been a very interesting week. There's lots going on. There's all kinds of FUD in the market. There's all kinds of craziness. Like I wouldn't think about driving my car into a metal barrier. That's not cool. Lots of stuff and a bankruptcy and more stuff. There's stuff every week. And that's what we do here on the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster is we cover all this stuff. Have a great week, and I will see you next week on another episode of the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster.